1,000,000% do not want. Did we finish the missions we were working on last time? We did, right? I know. Okay, well, they're over for now. They're over until I level up a couple more times. Which is fine with me. I'm sure the game is fine with it, too. They're like, please. Please. Wait, look up? Behave yourself. Oh. The game is probably desperately trying to get me to be done with missions. Like, here, we'll set these all to very hard and we'll make everything one-shots. Please, please, please do the story. Help Aerith build her flower cart for fuck's sake. Can you get materials, right? I'll be here tending the flowers. I think it did? I must be missing some. Fuck. Alright, I don't have everything I need yet. Bummer town. Alright. Well. Yeah, I was gonna run around it. I was gonna. I just didn't think the hitbox was that big. Calm down. Oh, that's not a good sign. Oh, there's more of you. Well, don't just stand there. Do something. Why are you taunting robots? Fucking weirdo.
Conflict resolved.
Oops, were those yours? What are these things? A new automated mobile weapon. They automatically detect and attack monsters. ARMS development deployed these in Midgar as an anti-Genesis copy measure. These new models were able to eliminate most of the copies inside Midgar, apparently. That's pretty impressive. But why the heck was I attacked then? Can't they tell the difference between soldier operatives and monsters? No. Currently, no. Well, that's annoying. They'll fix it eventually. Will they? By the way, Tsung, I'm annoyed with you too. You were spying on Aerith again, weren't you? It's my job. Silent treatment again? If you want to go play with Aerith, you're welcome to do so. I'm just fulfilling my duties as a Turk. Hey, I'm not playing with Aerith. I'm fulfilling my duties as soldier to protect. Oh, Mr. Soldier, I heard you're making a flower wagon. I'll help you make it really fancy so you can surprise Aerith. No. This isn't what you think. This is for protect. Hey, Tsung. Nailed it. Ow. Fuck. Building a flower wagon. Alright, I need tools, wood, tires, and instructions. Okay. Look around the Shinra building, Sector 8, and the Sector 5 slums for items to make Aerith a flower wagon. Let's see, we're still missing tools, wood, tires. Okay. We should get some tools first. We might find some on the ground. There's some perfectly useful stuff just lying around here. Okay. So what the fuck do I have in my inventory then? What are these? What is this? Fuck this little nerd. course I should. What is it? A very old camera. Camera's taking quite a beating. Doesn't look like it's gonna work anymore. Could this be the owner's name? T.S. E.N.G. How do you pronounce that? Probably the tool of choice for some peeping Tom. Awkward. What's this on the ground? Well, you should take a better look. Now, why would a Shinra army mask be here? Wait a minute. Could there be under the ground? Why, of course. I'm in the slums, after all. Oops. Hey, not a bad find. This might actually be useful. Found some used tools. There you go, soldier guy. That's a great find. With a set of tools like that, you can build anything from a flower wagon to a Shinra robot. You should get some wood next. Something sturdy yet attractive. Where would we find wood just lying around? Oh, in the slum market, next to that shop. Thanks, kid. What? Hey, wait! There he goes. God damn. Why am I yawning? Hold on. Come on, body. What did he say? Something about wood lying around in the slum market? I don't remember anything like that. And here I was all excited. I thought I had everything I needed. Mail? Personnel announcement 0207. This is an official notification of the change in status for the following personnel. Lazard Ducericus, Director Soldier, killed in action. Hollander Science Department, killed in action. Wow. I don't think that's going to be the last we see of Lazard, though, if I'm being honest. No way he goes down like that. Yeah, it's just Hollander. Uncle's back. He says a soldier guy from Shinra came and beat up the monsters. That must be me. Hahaha, that's great. Better thank the soldier guy, huh? Yeah. So what's your uncle like? Uncle's good looking. He always wears really nice clothes. His house is up in Wall Market. All the rooms in his house are really shiny and pretty. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He says his job is as a Don. A Don? That's a strange name for a job. Wait, could he be heading a criminal organization? Could he? Could he ever? I don't know if I should feel bad for that little girl, or if I should feel bad that I saved fucking Don Corneo. Do you sell stuff now? Nope. Yep. Hojo's on that list. Now, Don Corneo's on the list. Do I want to hear something interesting? There's a lot of scary monsters around Midgar. Just being friends with a traveler who came from Calm, and that's what he told me. Says he's traveled all over the world, but he's never seen so many monsters anywhere else. I already talked to you. Also not a real shop. Oh. Oh, this is the guy. Yeah, running's not my thing. I don't want to do that again. Welcome to the number guessing game parlor. Oh no. Okay, try your luck for 100 gil a game. The guy who gave me the potions. I heard what happened. I'm sorry. I can't give your stuff back, but in exchange, I'll let you play the game for cheap. Back to business. I'll give you discounts. Usually 100, but 70 gil. Okay. You have to guess. Pick a number from 1 to 6. Of the 6 people who walk by this store, you have to guess how many will be children. Okay. The number you choose matches the number of children, and you win the big prize. It's HP up. No. Oh, I was gonna not play, but goodbye 70 gil. For just an HP plus, I'm like, nah. It was 1. Yep. Oh no. How terrible. A tissue. Alright, I take the wood. Something's growing on this thing? Alright, well. What do you think you're doing? This is just lying around. Is it yours? It was not just lying around. I put it there. Who are you? What do you want? Well. A flower wagon for a girl named Aerith. I see. I'm a carpenter living in the Sector 7 slums. I'm here in Sector 5 to buy some materials. I can give you some of my wood. Really? That would be great. But on one condition. I'm building a bar in the Sector 7 slums. Why don't you come up with a name for it? A name for the bar? A name would give me a visual image to work off of. I've been racking my brain for some time, but I can't seem to come up with anything hip. That's easy. Seventh Heaven, a piece of paradise in Sector 7. Seventh Heaven. Simple, and it's a nice concept. Yes, I can picture it. Maybe there'll be a young girl tending the bar. That sounds good. Yes, with a big bosom and long legs. Just a killer figure. Her. Yeah, now you're talking. And underneath the bar is a secret room, an underground hideout. That's a perfect slums bar. It would make the perfect base for an anti-Shinra group. He says to a first class member of Soldier. I kind of work for Shinra, Soldier, in fact. Anyway, I like the name. I'm getting all sorts of visuals from it. Thanks, sport. I'll give you some of my wood, as promised. Some old lumber. Nice work, Soldier Guy. You found some wood. I knew it was somewhere in the market, but I couldn't remember exactly where. I mean, I didn't even find it in the market. I got it from this guy. Looks like we're getting there. Let's look for tires next. Where can we find tires? Tires, wheels, cars. Oh yeah, of course, that car. Hey, don't just run off like that. What car? Was there a car anywhere? Yeah, there was. I don't know where. Wait, are you? You weren't here before, were you? Sector 8. Worthless shop owners. Well, there's a car on Loveless Avenue, but I don't think that's where the game wants me to go. this way, though. I don't know how to get to... I think I probably have to take the train back. Why do the tires I have in my inventory not work, though? That's the real question. Kid knows too much about trains. Yeah, I noticed. I'm good. Oh yeah, this is great. Those copies Hollander made that attacked Shinra. Did you know that Director Lazard financed Hollander with money he embezzled from the company? Seems revenge against the company was the motivation for both of them. I can understand Hollander wanting revenge, but why would Lazard? He climbed up the ladder while he was still young, and he was always a decent guy. What could he have against the company? I do remember him writing about ill blood in one of his mails. Speaking of climbing up, the president's son already made vice president. You think Lazard was after the VP's chair? I don't care. Zach, where are you? Have you heard that Director Lazard passed away? He's such a good man. May he rest in peace. I wonder what's going to become of Soldier's chain of command. I'm actually a little worried about the future. Who do you think I should follow? I think you, with your sunny disposition, would be the man to look up to for leadership in these uncertain times. I'm following you until the end, Zach. Creepy stalker person who has my email and I don't like it. Oh no, I'm not reading that line. It's creepy. Face earns him 3 stars. The rest is up to what's in his wallet. Okay, she's not much better, actually. They're made for each other. Got rid of all the monsters around town. Some weapons they were. Just ordinary monsters. Piece of cake. You Shinra people are never going to get it. But remember, it's the planet that's in deep trouble. Are you a member of Avalanche or something? Don't lump me together with those idiots. They claim justice for the planet, but murder is still their method of choice, no different from Shinra. Alright, that's it. You think you can say anything you want and get away with it? Now you listen to me. I'm... Soldier, fighting to protect everyone in the world from its dangers. Is that what you want to say? I don't care who you or how you fight, but the fact is that you are oblivious to how sick the planet is. That's the real danger this planet is facing. Tell me how you're gonna fight that. Okay. Good talk. Really fun guy, that one. Bet he's great at parties. Silver Elite? There's another fan club? That little kid's mom just up and left him. Get a part-time job at Shinra. Telling us to do the impossible? What? Hang in there. Okay, I guess they're gonna merge with the Rich Fan Club. Where would we find a rich fan club? We were the richest fan club around. Now the only assets we have are all the leftover Benora Apple jewelry. Oh, rip. Rip and pepperonis. I tried to help. Everybody saw it. I did my best. New mission available. No. Still do not know the cause for the massive number of monsters, but a Sector 5 resident reports seeing them in the scrapyard and the slums. Okay. This doesn't look like any slums I've ever seen, but who am I to question it? Oh fuck, I went the wrong way. I meant to go this way. I think? I'm a little bit turned around. One of these rooms I haven't been in. It's this one. Aha! To the right? Hey. Oh. You idiots should have never bothered. I might have to get up for a second and grab like something to drink. The yawnies are on me hard. Yeah. Sip it up.
Activating combat mode.
I don't know.
Conflict resolved.
I don't know. Just tired, I guess. Let me go do that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to stop the yawn. I shouldn't be gone for too long. You know, I can just turn the channel points off if you guys want. Like, if all you're gonna do is brag about how big your MP pools are, I could just shut them off. Disable. No more fun. I don't have to answer that. Alright, just the one mission, I guess. I kind of expected, but I think I got that mission from talking to that guy up here. Is he back now? Yeah, I wonder how big yours is, J-Hit. 'Cause you haven't spent it on anything except like a few messages really early on. Since then, you've been quiet on that front. Let's look at these tires. What are you doing here? Is something the matter? Zach, did you know? Remnants of the Wutai are on the move to form an anti-Shinra organization. The Wutai, really? Yes, it's evidently being formed by their special ops force, the Crescent Unit. And their spies have already infiltrated Midgar. Are you serious? We now know that there are 6 of them trying to blend in here in Midgar. Scanning every area based on our intel, we haven't managed to find one yet. I'll be looking for him. Appreciate your help, and let's split up. Here are clues on the first spy we want to catch. I know he's somewhere in Sector 8. If you find anyone suspicious, please detain him on the spot. The Wutai are masters of disguise. Don't let their looks fool you. Seek out the Wutai spies. 6 spies from Wutai are somewhere in Midgar disguised as civilians. Find the Wutai spies to obtain information on the Crescent Unit. Alright. Right now? I might know someone like that. You know him too? He looks so suave with his thing on hat. He's such a nice guy too. On my way to Calm, I was attacked by monsters. You've heard them roaming around Midgar and Calm. That's when he saved me, the dashing man on the jet black chocobo. I'd rather trust my life to him than any average soldier guy. Alright. Way to make it weird. The chocobo riding prince. Oops. The Loveless Study Group will become the official Genesis fan club. The days when we were given dirty looks by Genesis fans and couldn't recruit new members, those days are finally coming to an end. The club seems to be in trouble because they're out of money. That's none of our concern. They didn't come to our aid when we were in dire straits. Why should we help them? They're saying if you merge with them, they'll give you apple jewelry. They've got a lot of those left over, apparently. Apple jewelry? Apple jewelry. Fine. If they're willing to go that far, then we'll start negotiating with them. Please don't get the wrong idea. It wasn't the jewelry that got me. I was simply moved by your passion. Uh-huh. Hell yeah. Nothing, it's nothing. I'm a civilian. Uh-huh. Acted pretty sketchy there, buddy. Yeah? I've been found out. Zack here. I found a Wutai spy. Now I'm gonna kill him. Now you're not going anywhere. Oh, that's a neat transition. That's it. You've nowhere to run. Maybe we can count on you, Zack. We're currently interrogating the Wutai spy about the remnants. If he drops any clues to the location, that equals a mission for us. Here's some information on the second spy. This one is dressed in full Shinra army garb and even managed to sneak into the Shinra building. Okay. Now that we know what he looks like, I doubt he would return to the Shinra building again. ... though. I'm going to work on this for now instead of doing the Aerith thing, so don't mind me. Sorry, Aerith. The cart's going to have to wait another 5 hours. You don't worry, lady. I helped you. Join forces. You coordinated this. Yep, I did. Just might be able to keep the fan club alive. Yay. Alright. Good. I saved the fan clubs. Go me. She's still babbling about the Silver Elite, whatever that is. Shinra Army Garb. I don't know. I'm thinking he was stupid enough to go back into the Shinra building. It's all of it. It's all gone. Yeah, new mission. Not surprised. Oh, there's a new... Oh. The outbreak of monsters near Midgar has resulted in a sick-rate woman filing for damages. We cannot afford to let litigation spread any further. Hurry to the area and eliminate all monsters in sight. Kill the monsters, kill the monsters, kill the monsters, kill the monsters. Hello, sneaky chest. Oh. I think I might still be pretty over-leveled for this. Surprising no one.
Activating combat mode.
Whack.
Conflict resolved.
Last time I was here at the Chocobo farm, there were chests around the house here in the barn. This time there ain't shit. Oh, just kidding. One singular potion. Definitely got some older missions rolling here.
Activating combat mode. Oh yeah. Conflict resolved.
Hmm. Nothing new, eh? Almost. It's almost like that. Wait, what if when they meant he wouldn't be hanging around the Shinra building anymore? When they said that, what if they meant that they're... Oh. You're new. What do you think you're doing, lady? Your little boy's looking for you. Oh, please don't stop me. I have to go look for Angeal. What are you saying? What about your kid? What do you think Angeal would say if he were alive and right here in front of you? I like option 3. The kid's a little more important, but just a little. Or this one. Nothing but a monster. Yes, I suppose if Angeal were here, he would say that. Got a good kid. He's always been worried about you. I'm sorry. Hope he grows up to be a great guy like Angeal. Me too. So many side quests to do. I'll go check the Shinra building really quick, too. Just so that I could say I checked it before I start looking into places. Bring back the fan club for my own good. I'm gonna run the Keepers of Honor together with my boy. Huh. So I'm gonna get more spam mail from you guys then. Great. Well, isn't that a pity? Alright, let's run through the Shinra building really quick and see if this disguised fellow is anywhere tucked in there. I want free potion. Oh. Can't just mash through. Bank for potion. I wonder why this music is playing in here right now. Who dares mail me? Space Development Status Report. Shinra fully expects to establish the rocket engine as the next step in industrial development, and rocket Shinra number 26 in full production, with a projected launch within a few years. The proposed model for Shinra number 26 is on display in the exhibit room in the Shinra building. Development is proceeding steadily, and our pilot, Sid Highwind, has begun training. It's a Shinra track. Yeah, I guess I've just never thought of it as a Shinra track. Like, I guess I know that it is, but it also... I feel like it's too closely... Oh, hello. Too closely tied to Sephiroth. Where are you going, motherfucker? Trying to steal a tire off one of the cars on display? Oh. You're not the fake guy. Okay. See, I thought we were gonna take a tire off of the car that's out in Loveless Avenue, so now I need to go talk to that guy. So he might say something interesting. Slimmy making his toxic entrance. Per the usual. Whoa. Proposal Town, eh? Pizza Ranch. I said I can't believe he would turn his back on Shinra. Weird phrasing. 2 dessert pizzas? That's twice the dessert pizza. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think I need to talk to those jokers. They're not going to tell me anything interesting. You don't know what dessert pizza is? It's called cactus bread. It's like, oh, Pizza Ranch. Oh, okay. No, it's just cactus bread, yeah. It's cinnamon. It's not chocolate, it's cinnamon. It's cinnamon and frosting. It's like, never heard of that name? Yeah, they call their like dessert pizza cactus bread. There is a chocolate variant. Yeah, there is a chocolate variant. DQ as dessert pizzas? Not the same. Got a half chocolate, half cinnamon? Mm. Yeah. Yeah, because he got 2 halves. That's funny. Well, I think we all just learned something about Shaylin just now. She's a fucking animal. Hurry up and lick him. What kind of monster? What kind of absolute terrible, awful creature? His first instinct is, I don't want anybody else to have this food that's definitely too much for me. So I'm gonna lick it all. Yeah, if I wanted to get disowned really quickly and in a surefire way, that's what I'd do. I don't know if I would be like whatever during a viral outbreak, but normally I would be like whatever. whatever. Alright, that yielded very little progress. Where are we at in the story? Trying to build Aerith a cart. Oh. I found him. What do you think, my man? Don't this monster make you all tingly? Can I have the tires? Looking for parts to build a wagon, so I've got this favor to ask you. A favor? I found tools and lumber, Slimmy. And now I'm going to take this dude's tires. I see, so you're trying to build a flower wagon for this Aerith girl. Tell you what, my good man, you can have these. Oh, they're worn. Good, those tires can withstand speeds up to 140 miles per hour. Precious to me, but I'm venturing on your success. What a nice old man. Oh, hey, big guy. Wow, you found tires. That's great. Lastly, the instructions. I mean, who know how to build a wagon without instructions, right? It's definitely not just 4 wheels and a box. Hee, and I've already got a book with instructions with me. What are you looking at me like that for? I didn't steal it. Where'd it go? Oh no, I don't have it. I put it in my carrying case because I knew it was important. What kind of carrying case? A Shinra mask. I picked it up in the slums. Shinra mask. I remember seeing one recently. Hey, maybe I accidentally dropped it in. He's gone already. Alright, definitely inconspicuous looking person back here. So, oh, no, this is the guy. Oh, we've been searching for him in Sector 8 if there's no sign of him. Okay. So I gotta go to the slums to find him. I got it. Then kill him. Child murder. Oh. Oh. Man, my neck is just like all out of sorts today. Bling. Hey. Shion. Hey. I don't know what I'm doing that's triggering this, but I'm glad it's triggering. Monsters are prowling the road that connects Midgar and Calm. This has left members of a Mako reactor inspection team from Calm stranded at Midgar. We must eliminate the threat and make the road safer. There are definitely mods that patch that. Yeah. 1,000,000% chance of there being mods that patch that.
Activating combat mode.
No. No combat mode. Leave me alone.
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
You little mother trucker.
Conflict resolved.
Another one of those items that I wish was good but isn't quite good. Oh yeah, the console experience is quite different from the PC experience.
Activating combat mode.
Spur up. Gotta get that spur up. I've only got that one more mission to do in that category, which is nice. Bit overwhelming, eh? I have personally never played a Fallout game, and I have played the first 10 minutes of Skyrim, and that's it. I was trying to figure out what all the hype of Skyrim was about, and I just still don't get it. Is it you? Hey, sir. You a spy? Ah, you're... Oh, nothing, sir. I'm a Shinra infantryman on patrol. I don't think you are. All clear, soldier, sir. It's because of guys like him that we lost so many of our own. Yeah, this guy's a fucking... He's on to me! Zach here, I found a Wutai spy. Bethesda Fallouts are meh, yeah. I mean, I wasn't kidding with what I was talking about earlier today. I really do think that the first game that Bethesda actually finishes, I will play. But they've never done that ever. There you are, dirty spy. Knew we could count on you, Zach. We're currently interrogating the Wutai spy about the remnants. If he drops any clues to the location, that equals a mission for us. Here's some information on the third spy. This one seems to have made off with classified information by sneaking onto the soldier floor. Based on how brazen he is, he could be disguised as someone who has business with Shinra. Yeah, who's the original Fallout developer? Interplay. Bethesda were the ones. Bethesda's always done the Elder Scrolls series, though, right? They didn't pick that up from somebody else. That was theirs from way back when. Yeah. Yeah, they really are. I know a lot of people who like New Vegas, and I don't begrudge them that. It's just like it generally has all the same problems that the later... Oh, it isn't Bethesda? Music changed. Weird. Magnum or bullet? Weird. Oh, that's right. Obsidian did do New Vegas. Yeah. It's cool from the world design aspect for sure, and I don't think anybody would begrudge you that. Yeah, I haven't done anything with a lot of the more recent game stuff that's been coming out. People were talking about Outer Worlds and the Outer Wilds and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's neat and all, but I don't know. I'm still upset with myself because I haven't actually finished. I own BioShock. Oh, it's this Joker right here. BioShock Infinite, and I haven't played it. I've played BioShock 1 and 2. I really, really need to play that game, but I just... A couple times I've sat down and tried, I keep screwing it up. Never played a second of any of the BioShocks. BioShock 1 is really good. And is worth playing, even though it's old now. You own all of them! Oh, man. What's a scientist doing loafing around in a place like this? You science department puppets are not allowed to speak to me. What? What? Puppets? Did you say puppets? You better not be talking about soldier, pal. No amount of soldier talk is going to impress me. You've nothing to contribute besides your muscles. Hey, we're out there fighting all over the world to defend Midgar, fighting to protect you. I'd say my contributions to the world outweigh those of a geek sitting at his desk reading all day. Yeah, that's... Let me ask you one question. Shoot. Why are you here? Huh? It's a spy, Zach. Oh, maybe not. Zach, you got a minute? What's up? Have you heard about the recent monster outbreaks in Midgar and Calm? Sure, everyone's talking about them. Apparently those monsters were once under the care of the science department as study samples. It was free from last month's PS4? Really? You mean the monsters broke out of Shinra's cages? Come on, do you really think they could make it through this building's security by themselves? Then that can only mean companies decided to cover this up by sending soldier operatives to eliminate the monsters. You could be called in too, but keep all this to yourself for now. Right, got it. But hey, that guy got away. Shinra's monsters. What's happening to this place? Just the inevitable. Just the inevitable. What was always going to happen. Oh no, what's this month's free game? There's only one? It has been determined that the monsters in Midgar are escaped samples from Hojo Laboratories. We must keep this information confidential. Go to the target zone and eliminate all monsters. Okay. The Sims? Shadow of the Colossus? Sonic Forces. I don't think I could. My best Sonic OC. Nobody wants that. You know, if the gameplay in that game looked on par with what Generations did, I would have at least considered buying it. But every trailer I saw made me get less and less interested in that game. Watching someone play a good Sonic game is fun. Watching somebody play trash is not fun. I've only played trash one time. I've only played something that I would consider to be actually not good one time. How broken they are. That is true. Contrast between the most recent popular video game adaptations. You mean Forces and Mania? Where on the one hand you have a... Oh! I see what you're saying. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Very true.
Activating combat mode. Modulating phase. Power surge.
Anyway, I've only ever played one game that I would consider to be trash enough that I wouldn't play it ever again, and that's Earthbound.
Conflict resolved.
See, I never did the Chow shit. Oh, there are 2 missions here. Wutai spy apprehended at level 7 who has provided us with information about Crescent Unit. Scouts hiding in the slums of Sector 5. Hurry there and eradicate the scouts. I was gonna say, Konami only makes pachinko machines, didn't you know? Pachinko machines with boobies. They don't know what video games are anymore. They forgot.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Bring it on. Got him. Got him.
Conflict resolved.
I've had an eyelash in my eye like all day. And every time I think I'm close to getting it out of my eye, it fucking goes back in. Ugh. I hate it. Oh, God. Try spy apprehending the slums market, spill the beans on advanced elements of the Crescent Unit hiding in the coral mines. Alright. Yeah, Boobyvania. Because they can't market any of those games on, like, their quality. So, it's gotta be boobies. Get them tatas out and make that sweet, sweet pachinko money.
Activating combat mode.
Oh yeah.
Conflict resolved.
Do they have the Bomber? Konami has the Bomberman series? Ugh. For some reason, I thought it was Capcom.
Activating combat mode.
Oh yeah.
Conflict resolved.
Yeah, Hudson Soft. Yeah. Oh man, I got System Shock. I don't even know what that is. Oh, stop to attack in certain skills. Oh, I see. Ooh, increases parameter break by up to 3 times? Yo, we're gonna put that on. Oh, apparently I have 2 of them. Wait, did I not? What happened? Okay, I guess I can't read. I don't know what just happened, but it's equipped now, so that's all I care about. Oh, man. Okay. Who was I looking for now? The third spy was Brazen Guy. Yeah. Yeah, I bet it's not good. Where's Wu-Tai Waldo? Yeah, I thought I was still looking for that sharp-dressed man. Business with... Did I finish this, guys? Anybody? I gotta go talk to that guy again. I got distracted. Fortunately, he's just right over here. Oh, fuck, he's not here. Oh, shit. Oh, no. The original? I had this Bomberman game for Game Boy that I played all the time. We used to do, me and my brothers used to trade off turns doing runs to the final boss. Because it was like, it's almost like an arcade style game where basically there was a set number of levels that you needed to clear. And as you cleared through them, you'd get boss fights that would unlock the next area. And each area kind of had like a theme that you had to adapt and adjust to. Like there was a swamp and a desert, and it would change the way the monsters worked and behaved and stuff like that. It's actually a super duper fun game for Game Boy. And then the other one that I remember was the one that was on N64. I played Bomberman 64 a bunch and was terrible at it. Very, very, very bad. So. Oh, here he is. Oh, so he's wherever the last one that you caught was. That's nice. Made off with classified information. Yeah. Disguised as someone who has business with Shinra. Is he around? He doesn't say where he is. Is he around here in the slums? Yeah, it's hard as fuck. The boss fights in particular in Bomberman 64 were very, very difficult as a small brain child. I didn't have a whole lot of like video game system time when I was growing up. Like it was limited, and usually my friends would not come over to I never had like the latest and greatest stuff, so my friends never came over to where I was. I would always go to their place if we wanted to play games. So, well, if we want to do like multiplayer shenanigans and stuff like that. So I always ended up playing the story modes of the games that I had because, yeah, the multiplayer didn't work out very well most of the time. If we tried to do multiplayer with just me and my brothers, they would get better snacks only because they're free. My brothers were not. We were all very competitive, and my brothers were not particularly good sports, but neither was I, to be fair. So like, I can't judge them or anything. It just, that's the way things went. That's the way things go when you have two brothers that are younger than you, but within 3 years. I feel like is just, there's gonna be some fuckery that comes out of that I think is unavoidable. This punk ass motherfucker's back. Why do you boys and soldier continue to risk your lives in battle? If I were in your shoes, I would find it unbearable to have to fight for Shinra. Yeah, they did, yeah. Or, hey, I'm going to play through all of a Metal Gear Solid game, and you're going to watch all of the cutscenes so you learn the story. I have to admit, there are times when I get sick of always being at the company's beck and call, but you ever heard of the term Cetra? Cetra? No, can't say that I have. The Cetra will return to the Promised Land, a land that promises supreme happiness. It is said that the Promised Land is fertile with an overabundance of Mako energy. So if the Promised Land becomes ours, we would have all the energy we needed without Mako reactors. The Cetra are thought to know the location of this wonderful Promised Land. Sounds like a fairy tale to me. Oh, really? The Science Department has invested vast amounts of money to study this fairy tale, even if it means making the most inhuman sacrifices. I'm not getting you, Doc. What are you talking about? My point is this. Shinra is an entity that deserves to perish. Looking for you, Professor. I'm taking you into custody. Whoa, whoa. What's going on? We now know that he has been releasing test monsters from Professor Hojo's laboratory with the intention of them attacking Midgar. Why would you do a thing like that? Oh, and then Halo 2 and yeah, XBL. Oh, man. So many nights playing that. The research conducted by the science department has always been tantamount to sacrilege. The time has come to atone for our sins. Nothing less, nothing more. You're not making any sense. You want to destroy Midgar to atone for your sins? We had even sacrificed Ifalna, the last surviving Cetra. To atone for that, we could destroy Midgar twice and it would still not be enough. Renting a second PlayStation? Playing CNC Red Alert? He's the number 2 guy in the science department after Professor Hojo. He was always a well-respected member of the department. What could have happened to him? Mithril tools. I bet those make a way better cart. Just trade Pokemon with yourself? Yeah. The Command & Conquer series. Old school RTS. Oh, man. There's no such thing as a mobile Command and Conquer. Get out of here. Stop spreading your lies around, Shayla. Don't worry, guys. If you don't acknowledge it, it can't hurt you. You're stopping in 2017? Interesting. I mean, I'm not a Capaldi hater, but I know a lot of people who are. Never watched an episode. I've never watched any of the particularly old stuff. I started with the what's the oh man. You've seen a bit. Yep. Exterminate. The what was his name? Eccleston. Yes. I started with Eccleston. I watched his few seasons and enjoyed them. They were like pretty fun as like somebody who's kind of getting into it. I know a lot of people are like, no, if you've never seen Doctor Who, don't start with Eccleston. It's no good, blah, 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 blah. But I think it's fine. And it got me into it, and I watched through Tennant and Smith and fuck, I'm drawing a blank on who came after Smith. Was it Capaldi right after Smith? I thought there was one in between. So I thought Capaldi was 13, but I haven't seen the show in so long, you guys. It's been a hot minute. I watched a few of the Capaldi episodes and did not continue. Mostly because I was watching it with somebody else, but we stopped. We just fell off. So and when you have that other person who's kind of like driving the motivation, and then the motivation just disappears, it's like, well, okay, we can be done. The one we don't talk about. I've heard that she's fairly popular though. I mean, popular is popular. Hey, I like Magic School Bus. Yeah. Wait, Shayla. Well, I guess that was American programming. So you guys might have gotten mixed. You may not have gotten very much Magic School Bus, if at all, up there. You saw like every episode in French. Oh, sure. What was Mrs. Frizzle's name in French? Was it the same? That's one of those things that I'm always curious about, is what names get changed in translations. Mademoiselle Frizzle. Whoa, that happened very fast. Well, boy, I am not sure who I'm looking for here. You have got to be shitting me. That can't be serious. That's got to be like a top tier meme. That is incredible. I was almost half joking when I was like, was her name the same? Because I wouldn't have expected them to change it that much. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Makes sense why they wouldn't change Carlos as well. The CD-ROMs in English? That's funny. Dude, the days that we got to watch Magic School Bus instead of like do a lesson in class were just awesome. Compact discs, Slimmy. The things before DVDs. Oh, okay. Yeah, compact discs. Oh, you think it'd be VHS? No, I think it was right around the time. Well, I don't think he's saying that he had video. You can do video on CDs. I think he's saying there's probably audio tracks. Like audio lessons. Carlos and Keisha. Ralphie is Raphael. Oh, PC games. Oh, yeah, PC games. That too. Well, this is unfortunate. Yeah, the Rugrats shit was all orange themed. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Ah, the old floppy disk games. I may still have some of the floppies that had games on them that I played. We had a Wheel of Fortune floppy. Yeah. And Sophie. Phoebe is a... Is that a fell or a felly? I have no idea how I would say that. Not sure what they're thinking. Localization is weird, man. Like Ophelia? Just without the A? Ophelia? Carmen Sandiego and King's Quest. Nailed it. Ophelia. There are dudes that come out of these elevators. I wonder if it's... Here we go. Is it this Joker? Long floor. That's suspicious, isn't it? Severely directionally challenged. Nothing suspicious. Oh, really? The jig's up, motherfucker. Nice try. The remastered King's Quest, no list of games to beat. Oh, yeah, I wanted to play the newest King's Quest as well, the one that was episodic. Alright, Force Spy. Distinct possibility that this one is disguised as a woman. This one is also a sucker for money. That's not much to go on. Oh, I think I know who she is. I think I know who she is. I've been talking to her before. And she's right up these stairs. Guess what, lady? Not going away. Yeah, Steam Train. Yes, because Danny's a huge Sierra. He's a huge Sierra fan. He's played like all of the Sierra games. All the King's Quest and Space Quest and there's a couple other series that they did, or like games that they did that he's played. He's played a bunch of them on as solo plays, like kind of following a walkthrough, but just chatting about. Yeah, it's so great. What do you want, Soldier Man? I do know. Can't hide from me. Wu Tai spy. They're so great. Intel says this one is not from Wu Tai, so the spy likely has other reasons to hate Shinra. LucasArts point and click? No, I have not. It's possible that the spy was somehow involved with the space development department. Okay. Yeah, I think I know who that is. It's the guy who's complaining about being ousted. Some other reason to hate the... Yeah, that's this guy. It's the guy in the exhibit room. It's all coming together. Got stuck on a puzzle? Oh man, it sounds like it might be my kind of game. Yeah, your dreams are going to space. Too bad, buddy. Wu Tai spy. I do know the jig is up. Dragon Slayer. Alright. 6 spy. Last one. Maniac Mansion. Oh my god. You guys. Maniac Mansion used to haunt me as a kid. I have played Maniac Mansion. Like 22 years ago. Shadowkeep I have not. But Maniac Mansion is a game that I would love to actually beat because as a kid, I could never do it. Oh man, what a fucking game. What a fucking game. I remember Maniac Mansion very vividly. That game has some imagery that a young kid should not play. Should not see. Steam had a re-release of that, didn't they? Day of the Tentacle? Yeah, something like that. I've seen that pop up, but I don't know what that one is. This one apparently has a grudge against a soldier operative who is in the Wu Tai operation. That probably means you, Zach. That's all we know at this point. If he's not in our intelligence network, that might mean he specializes in espionage. That's the hint that I get? Has a grudge against a soldier operative who is in the Wu Tai operation. Means you. That's all we know. I mean, that's something that I would enjoy doing, but I don't know if you guys would enjoy doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I could just throw RPGs in the dirt. Yeah, I definitely have figured that out. I could just throw RPGs in the fucking dirt and never play them again and just play a bunch of old shit that I like. I was hoping it was this guy. Play old RPGs. I mean, that's kind of how I started. Sat through hours of Earthbound. Yeah. I still don't know how that happened. Lufia? Lufia? What is Lufia? An old RPG. Very descriptive. I definitely hadn't gathered that already. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15. Tactics aren't old. I mean, they're pretty old. Rufia and the Fortress of Doom. Well then. They're old. Final Fantasy VI is an old video game. If it's more than 20 years old, it's old. I'm sorry. Reminder that it's 2020. Ten is right on the fringe. Yeah, it's like it narrowly escapes. FF9 will be 20 in July. So, FF9's not old for 4 months. Because 20 is the generational gap, so... there's nothing wrong with them. I'm just saying I kind of already play old games, you know? Gyromite? Oh, it's this guy. Or it's this person. It's you. Oh, maybe not. Wish to harm the dog. It's not that person. Real talk, I never played Duck Hunt. And I'm not particularly sad about it either. Like, I think that's one of the few games in gaming where if you didn't play it, even if you never played it or saw it played, you still know what Duck Hunt is. I mean, I can't imagine that playthrough would last particularly long. So if you're looking for bang for your buck, I don't think you're gonna get it. This guy just tells me where everything is. It's endless? No, it's not. It's not when I fucking unplug the system and never plug it in again. It's not endless when I fucking rage quit and never look back. It's been eating at you? Well, if I was to hope for something, if I was to think of something that I think I would accept from you, not 24/7. Okay, good. My only honest to goodness guess is Chrono Cross. Literally eating the cartridge? No, not like that. But other than that, I really don't have any other guesses. I mean, yeah, it's on the list, but I mean, that's the thing is like, if it's something that I've said that I would play, but you want me to play it sooner than the rate that I'm getting it to, that to me is what makes sense to do with those points. I know it could. Well, it could use a filtering of like things that I actually plan on playing. Right now it's just an entire list of suggestions. I mean, you can try to make me do that. You can try. I mean, the scary thing is, Shayla, from that perspective, that's pretty much done. Solid maybe. I mean, that's good. I mean, the other thing too is like, if you just want to ask me if I think I would approve it, you can always ask me ahead of time. You don't have to save it for like a big reveal when you finally get there. If it's very offensive, you can throw those fucking points right in the garbage. That's never gonna fucking happen. Okay. Well, the chair is gonna have fun. We're gonna search for this guy in silence. All right, share time's over. Slimmy. Ah. Go get the Pachimaru. It's an onion. Kind of looks like an onion. It does have tentacles, though. So I don't know. That looks like an onion, doesn't it? First choice was Fairy Fencer. Yeah, no. That's gonna be a big old fucking no. That's why I only did it a couple times. I didn't want the dogs to freak out. Dissidio 1-2. Star Ocean, Chrono Cross. Yeah, Dissidia. Oh, you really want to watch me play a Final Fantasy fighting game? I am not good at fighting games. Like, really not good. I know it does because I've seen J-Hit play some of it, but it's also a fighting game. Oh, I know I'd suck. I've watched the way J-Hit plays it, and he is just so much better at it than I will ever be. No, we are never talking about the Surge. Oh my god. Did Okeo on that bit of Dead or Alive? Dead or Alive? I played Dead or Alive in Yakuza? That's not a fighting game. That's rock, paper, scissors. The Ninja's fighting game. Ninja's fighting game? I would one of the one time you were paying attention. I don't know. Help J-Hit. What Ninja's fighting game is in one of the Yakuzas I've played? That's Dead or Alive. Is there a Dead or Alive in Virtua Fighter? That's what I was thinking. And saying I did okay in that is a fucking blatant lie. I've wasted so much yen on that game. It's disgusting. Yeah. Yeah, it's either Virtua Fighter or Tekken. Because the one I oh, that was Tekken. Tekken was the one that I was really bad at, but I wasn't good at Virtua Fighter either. I just have well, I mean it's different than like your classic fighting game in some ways, but I don't know. I don't think I'd be any good at it, and it might be a struggle. Is basically what I'm warning against. Not necessarily saying I wouldn't. Just I think it might be rough. It might be hard to watch. Well, Dissidia 012 is the PSP game. So, yes, the PvP community is pretty much dead. Dissidia NT is the one that came out recently that the PvP community is also pretty much dead. No. Well, that NT is on PS4 as well. It's not just a PC game, but Cydia NT is garbage, he says. It's not that different from 012. Yeah, dead now officially. Yeah, they're not. I think they said they're not doing any more patches or anything. No new fighters. They're basically the same game. 012 is 1v1, NT is 3v3. I mean, because they wanted to make it competitive. They wanted to make an esport. I mean, it's an interesting concept for a team fighting game, so I give them credit for that. Clunky, crowded interface? The story mode is non-existent? I mean, I watched J-Hit play that story mode for like 10 days straight, so I wouldn't say non-existent. How is this not the person that I need to find? Idiot first class. That's gotta be me, who failed to apprehend a wanted criminal. Yeah. She's gotta be talking about me. How is this not the person that is the last spy? I don't know, but see, here's the thing, though. Here's what I'll say about the story for 012. What I saw of it, that's not a main draw either. It's pretty much like fan fiction. It's basically fan fiction that got approved to have a game made out of it. So, I mean, I wouldn't call it a great enthralling, enriching story. It's like pretty much any other fighting game where they have to make excuses for characters to fight. Eight-hour YouTube vid is 1 hour. Sure. I won't necessarily dispute that. That to me doesn't make one more like, just because the characters talk at each other more doesn't mean more happens. That is also not how I would equate those things. Yeah, I do not think that saying this, like, I would play 012 for the gameplay and the challenge of the fighting content before I would play it for what little story it has. Because that story has no meaning, purpose, drive, character, soul. Doesn't even have a moral or a lesson that's learned at the end. It doesn't have a conclusion. It is a better story than Dead or Alive. I would disagree with that. I would also disagree with the Mortal Kombat comparison. No, Dead or Alive is not just boobies. It's not. It's not. Dead or Alive beach volleyball is. Dead or Alive beach volleyball is, but the original Dead or Alive games have as much fighting game story as much story as you're going to find in most fighting games. Which again is one of the things that I would say 012 lacks. It lacks story. It provides a world and context for the characters to be there, and that's about it. It wraps up in a meaningless way where nothing is resolved, and it sets up room for them to keep making fighting games with the same characters. And that's 5 and 6. There were 4 games before that in the main Dead or Alive series that you're not including. I have no idea where this person is that I'm supposed to find, by the way. If it looks like I'm running around aimlessly in circles, it's because I am. Oh yeah, the hair colors. Nobody that I have seen in any of the areas that I've been to has stood out in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, 012 is what they added on to get a couple more characters from more recent games added into the game. Like 012 adds, I think it adds Shantoto and some whoever from 12. Whoever they added from 12, I'm pretty sure was the whole point of 012. But I mean, like Lightning, Laguna, Vaughn, Yuna, and Kane. Oh yeah, they added Lightning too, right? And it was Vaughn. Yeah, and they added Yuna along with Tidus. And Kane along with, I think Cecil's in it, right? Well, I mean, the timing was just such that it made sense for them to go ahead and be like, all right, here's a better version of this game that already came out that has more characters that people like that we forgot, plus Lightning. Because cross promotion, like that's a huge strategy for Square. I don't blame them for that. Yeah. Yep. Oh, Shantoto was already in it. Oh yeah, but yeah, minus Vaughn. Exactly. Yeah, which was weird, but also kind of funny. Weird but funny. But I mean, like 012, when you finish the main base game and then you play the 012 stuff, it doesn't add that much. It just adds the characters. The story doesn't get any more in-depth or involved. Like I said, the game is very shallow. It's not a crazy difficult concept. Yeah. It's a prologue, right? It doesn't add anything though. It doesn't make the main story any more palatable or interesting. It's just basically like, oh, these characters are here too because the god called them, so they're here now, and now they're fighting and stuff because that's what everybody's doing. I wouldn't say it's ass, but it's just, Like I said, it's not. If you're gonna play Dissidia, if you're gonna play either of the Dissidia games, you're probably playing them because you want to fight in a fighting game as your favorite Final Fantasy characters, not because the story is a good Final Fantasy story or even a good RPG story. I don't know. My opinion is probably not going to be changed on this game. I have seen enough of it that I know what I'm in for. And that I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that like you're holding it up as like a good story game, and it's not. That's not the point. It was not even given remotely. Like, okay, let's do this. Crisis Core, PSP game. Dissidia 012, PSP game. Which one do you think has a more engaging story? Just simple. Both made for the same system, similar amount of resources probably. But there isn't a story, dude. There isn't a story there. It's not telling a story. It's not engaging you in a narrative that you control and drive forward. It's engaging you in these characters existing in a world together and dealing with that. And then it ending in a very anticlimactic way. Yeah, and then guess what? They don't succeed, and the war continues. Wow. Cool story. Fun. Engaging. Really makes it feel rewarding. It's erotic. Yeah, you can keep on saving that. They both do and don't succeed though. Like that it's such a misleading statement to say they succeed because NT exists. And it's like they made it, oh, it's a little different this time. Oh, it's a little different. It's not quite the same concept. Yeah, I know. So, like, we thought we finished this. Oh, yeah, about that. Basically, no, you didn't. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, retcon or not, like it doesn't change the fact that the story doesn't have any depth to it. It's not interesting. It's just not. I don't know how else to put it. That's not what's interesting about that game. What's interesting is, ooh, look, all of my favorite Final Fantasy characters in this fighting game, and I can pick whichever one I want to play, and I can beat up computers or other people with them. That's fun. Oh, you want to talk about the incredibly cynically obvious duplications of the character developments that happen in their respective games? Like the borderline fucking frustrating duplication of watching a character regrow the same way they've already grown before. Yeah, sign me up. Ooh, baby. I want some of that. Gimme. That'll be good. You're not wrong, Shayla. You're not wrong. I'm just trying to find this guy. It's not this one. And okay, and like I said, again, I'm not even trying to say it's bad. I'm just trying to drive home the fact that I don't think it's that interesting. That's all. I'll still play it. If I would probably enjoy playing the game for the challenge of getting through the story. And if that's the game that you would like to request, I am not trying to tell you to shy away from it. But I don't think you're going to get a very interesting reaction from me out of the not only the overarching story, but the individual character arcs, because the individual character arcs are largely duplicates of stuff that they've already experienced. It's which is intentional. It's not for lack of creativity. It's not for lack of creativity. They did it because they wanted people who may not have actually played some of the games that these characters are from to get a sense of what those characters are like, so that maybe they might be interested in playing the game they came from as well. If I'm somebody who's a huge FF7 nerd, but I never really played many of the other games, and I just really like Final Fantasy VII, seeing some of the other characters and seeing what they can do in the game, and then seeing seeing some interesting character stuff from each of them might get you to be like, oh, I really never gave Final Fantasy VI a shot because it was before my time. Do I think it was a giant ad? I think it was an experiment and an ad. I think it's about 50-50. I think somebody said, what's a spin-off game that we haven't made it in a genre? Oh, World of Final... Totally. It totally is. Hey, that cloud guy. Yeah, exactly. Or, man, I absolutely think when we see Square Enix make a spin-off that's Final Fantasy, a spin-off of a Final Fantasy series, they are trying to reach a different audience and introduce them as much as possible to their existing franchise. So the best way to do that is to put familiar elements into the new genre that you're spinning off into. Fan service, yay. It's kind of not. It's kind of Square Enix saying, we've never made an arcade fighting game with our franchise, and we could. We've never made a fighting game. I would fucking love to play Theater Rhythm. Love it. Would love to play Theater Rhythm. But yeah, I do not think of Dissidia as fan service at all. I think it's a very intentional. Yeah, sure, I'll do it all on expert. That's fine. I think it's a very intentional decision of being like, this is a genre we don't exist in right now. So, I mean, and the fighting game community is one of the most hardcorely attached to their genre, I think, out of a lot of gaming communities. So, trying to break into that specific market of gamers by being like, hey, we know you like fighting games. Here's a fighting game with our characters. That's what people have been doing in the fighting game scene for a long time. Being like, here's a crossover game that introduces, that uses existing well-known characters to advertise some new characters from another company or another franchise or whatever. Like, that's the whole thing. The whole grind there is, how do we get these gamers to branch out a little bit and play some other stuff, some of our other IPs? Well, you do that by getting them to like those characters in the fighting games that they already enjoy. Oh, I would do it on expert. Guys, I am a good rhythm gamer. I like rhythm games. I have played them for a long time. Expert will not be difficult. Chocobo Mystery Dungeon? Fuck yeah. I'd play Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. Alright, I'm over it. Give me a hint. Somebody tell me what like general area this motherfucker's in. I can't handle this anymore. This is such a small thing, and I just want it done. I just want the last mission. We found 5. And I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like I've talked to everybody that I can find. And it could just be that this person is literally not available yet. Oh, maybe I have to do the missions. Oh, fuck. Maybe I have to do the missions. I should have just done them. Slum Street. Oh, okay. Really? What the hell? I talked to everybody there. Oh, it is that chick, and I have to do the missions first, isn't it? God, fuck. I don't even want to save because I literally just wasted like an hour. It's not the chick? Huh, okay. Utai base inside Midgar. I think the spies are relaying information to the Crescent unit from this location. All haste to destroy the base. Okay. I haven't fought anything since Chair played, so this needs to. Okay, we'll go this way first. Oh yeah, there's a chest back there. I should have just. Oh, hello. I want this chest. Yeah, I haven't fought anything. Hey, excuse you.
Conflict resolved.
Anyway, long story short, I don't think the city is a bad experience or game or anything like that. Just don't think it's designed to engage with the story. That's all. That's all I was really trying to communicate. I don't know if I did a super great job of that, but there's some fun character interactions, which I would expect, and there's some cool stages, and some interesting world building that they do, but it's not really a plot. It's not really a plot that feels like what I would consider a Final Fantasy plot. Seeing the fan service story bits, seeing the times when Bartz is on screen, fucking love Bartz, man. I'll play a game that is like 1/15 Bartz. Fuck yeah. And I guess there's like a couple other characters that aren't terrible. It does lose points automatically for Shantoto existing, but I mean, who the fuck else are you gonna put in there from Final Fantasy XI? Like it's slim pickings. So as far as memorable characters go, yeah, and she is barely in it.
Activating combat mode.
Yeah. Just rewound to that spot.
Modulating phase.
Oh, this is a new one. Who's they? Oh, okay. Short and sweet. Who knows who they is?
Is this the end? I'm trying!
I'm surprised that there's surprise that I would play Mystery Dungeon. The only reason I haven't played it already is because I tried to move on from the Final Fantasy series and be like, I don't need to play every single spin-off, every single Final Fantasy spin-off that exists because there's a lot of them and that would take forever. Baseline information. Apprehended the Fountain Plaza. We were able to entrap mobile crescent troops. They seem to be planning a raid on Midgar. Go eradicate the rest. I mean, I would like to broaden my horizons and play a bunch of other games that I never played before, is really what I'm saying. Yeah, I know, right? My goodness. I think her eyes have little, like, stars in them right now. Probably. Yeah, exactly.
Combat mode.
The Pokemon series, honestly, is something that I'm literally just waiting on having enough money to buy a 3DS with a capture card. I have one lined up. I just need to be able to pull the trigger on it, like, responsibly. I would want to do them in order, yeah. I would want to start with Star Ocean 1. I know you said SO2, but I would prefer to play SO1 first.
Later. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Yeah, so basic, and I've been
Activating phase.
to make that a business write-off. No, there is a 1,000% a way I can make that a business write-off. But I don't know that I'm going to. Yeah. More than anything, I would just like okay. I mean, if I'm being 1,000% honest, I've spent a lot of money on games recently to play on the channel, and I do that because it's my hobby, and I like playing new games, and I like doing stuff with the stream. But there's a pretty significant investment right now, and I haven't had a chance to really recoup much of it. So I don't do this expecting to make money, but if I'm gonna balance my checkbook, so to say, I have to make sure that I'm still being responsible with it if I'm not recouping an investment on the games. So that's the long and short of it. I'm not asking for handouts or more donations or anything. Don't do that. But I am saying that it's been a bit of a different year the last year compared to the one prior to it. And when I was going out and buying some extra tech and things like that for the stream, it made sense because there was actually, it was kind of supporting itself. And right now I'm basically doing some of the stuff that I have been doing out of pocket, which is fine. I just have to balance it a little better. Never give me money. Yeah, exactly. I just have to balance it a little bit better. So I'm holding off on doing the capture card thing
Activating combat mode.
until I think it makes fiscal sense. Well, there's some other stuff that's happened in IRL that is a little bit of that, but the homeowner thing isn't much. The homeowner thing isn't much. It's other expenses that I haven't been able to bounce back into the green recently. So, not the way I was hoping to.
Show me the true power of soldier. Mind your own business.
I've been giving significant thought to doing a longer live stream, a special holiday live stream.
Conflict resolved.
No, I mean that's not the thing. Like, I'm not trying to discourage you from doing. I just did that with Shayla. I didn't. Money's not okay. Okay. Money's not tight. Money's not tight. All I'm doing is saying, like, I am trying to balance out what I've been spending. That's all. So that it when we're looking at, I'm just trying to be responsible. I don't buy a lot of games on my own anyway. The most recent example is it's all good. It's all good. I appreciate you being concerned. But I am definitely not like paycheck to paycheck or anything like that. There's a part of if I'm trying to treat it like business expenses, which is the logical way to do it. If you think about it that way, if I spend a ton of money really early on in the beginning of the year on a bunch of stuff, I would want to make sure that stuff kind of lasts for a bit so that it averages out to a more sustainable amount. That's all. That's all we're really talking about. Is just trying to make sure that, you know, if I take a dip, which I could take a dip, I could take a $500 dip to get the capture card 3DS. I could, right now. But is that the smartest thing to do? Maybe not. So I've been being patient with it. Only reason I bought, yeah, exactly. So that's all. I am very interested in a 3DS capture card to go to the point where I was thinking about doing a live stream where we could do some like bits benefits or something like that to try to offset some of the cost. I've been thinking about doing that, but it's hard for me to. This channel has already generated so much more than I would have expected to on that front in the first place. Like, it's hard for me to justify being like, okay guys, we're gonna do like a Koopamus type thing from a couple years ago where every so many number of bits I do something shitty that I don't want to do or whatever, right? Like there's some fun gimmick that incentivizes people to stop by and sub or do bits or something like that. 3DS or Switch. So here's the thing. The next Fire Emblem game is 3DS. There's two sets of Pokemon games. There's two sets of Pokemon games that I want to do. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire for 3rd gen, and then Sun and Moon eventually for 7th gen. I would rather play Tales of the Abyss again on 3DS than do the PS2 again, because I already have that game. There's a Kingdom Hearts game, which I guess I wouldn't need to play on 3DS, but I also have that. Trying to think of what else is on 3DS that is like stuff that for Gen 5, we're going to do Black and White 1 and 2. Yeah, I would. Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts one is. That's why I was like, I wouldn't have to play it on PS4 or on 3DS. But there's definitely like a few 3DS titles that I would be interested in streaming either as a part of existing series or, you know, something like that. Right, the E-Train? Etrian Odyssey? Is that what you mean by E? Yeah. The Etrian Odyssey games, absolutely. It does. It is a catch-22, but you can see how Awakening and Fates are 3DS. There's another Fire Emblem game, but you can see how where I'm at in the Fire Emblem and Pokemon series. Yeah, I'll get to it eventually. 22 exactly. Where I'm at in those series is super early on. So I could make that investment and then spread that out over the next, I don't know, however long it takes me to get through 5 Pokemon generations and fucking a million Fire Emblem games, right? So that could be next year by the time I'm looking at a Switch and saying I need to get one of those so I can finish like Pokemon or finish Fire Emblem playthroughs. So yeah. Prices for the Switch, yeah. May go down. At least a gen behind? I'm not a gen behind in PlayStation right now. Oh, Pokemon FE are so many games. There are a lot, yeah. Did I do all the missions? Can't look without a save point. There's only 4 people in the street here. And none of them say anything. I'm so confused. Make sure I didn't black out and skip a mission. Hold on. Let me just make sure I didn't black out and skip a location. I did. Or skip a mission. Interrogation of the Wutai spy apprehended in the exhibit room after is finally revealed the location of their stronghold. Bring anti-Shinra elements under control. Hurry the okay. Let me do this really quick. And then we'll see if they're out there. Because they should be. I just don't know why they aren't. Oh, okay. Well, if I don't see him down this way, then maybe there's a chest down here. There sure is. Whoa, 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 that wall tried to eat me. That was scary.
Activating combat mode.
Fine. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Conflict resolved.
Yeah, you spin that sword. So yeah, anyway. I'm working on getting things nice and balanced out so I can get the 3DS capture card. So Pokemon isn't gone forever. Fire Emblem isn't gone forever. My full intention, I've already actually spoken with the people who would get me one. My full intention is to have one in the near future. At least have it ordered. I just need... Honestly, I needed through... Today was my next checkpoint, so I'm gonna take a look at stuff over the weekend, and it may be time now.
Conflict resolved.
Three stores? Holy shit. I can't believe you managed to do that before the stream started. Alright. If the last person isn't out here in the street now, I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah. I don't see any new people here. You said Slum Street. This is the street. What is this called? This is called the church, isn't it? And I've talked to all these people before. Am I just not far enough in the game yet? That's what I was thinking. Oh. Oh. Oh, really? I heard that the woman the Shinra president dumped died just a few years ago. I wish I could have met her. There's so much I wanted to ask her. Then she says, I also heard she had a son. The father was, you know. The son's apparently missing, but he must be burning with rage against Shinra. Huh. He's just repeating the same thing. It's not him. Yeah, why don't you give me a hint? Okay. Claimed to be the Shinra... I think the guy who claimed to be the Shinra president's son was behind the incidents. Yeah, it cuts out 50%. But I mean, there's not that many NPCs. So I just double checked those 3. None of them have like I talked to them enough times that none of them have dialogue that would be. This guy just talks about the slums over and over again. I mean, I guess I didn't talk to the kids in the park, but like, that would be weird. This guy just reminisces about his girlfriend that he writes letters to. Nibelheim is quite a ways. I guess I'll talk to the little brats in the park. I'm a proud Wutai trooper. I can take the whole Shinra army. Soldier can't beat me. Are you afraid of me now? Oh god. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. It's all thanks to you. All that's left now is to crush the Wutai remnant spaces. Walnut wood. I'm so disappointed in myself that I didn't just try talking to those kids. I don't know what prejudice I had that was like, these kids can't be spies. But apparently I had it. Apparently I had it bad. And I feel like a dum-dum. Wutai spy apprehended in the park. They're planning to exact revenge against you. Infiltrate the base and crush the Crescent unit before they have a chance to catch you off guard. Yeah, you double hinted me. You double hinted me. You sneaky lad. Oh, fuck. This place is huge. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, shit. I went the wrong way, actually. I thought I was going down the other path. There's the red lines that I was expecting. Treasures? No treasures. Oh, there's one right there. I want it. Give it to me now. All right. To the left. Fight an encounter on the bridge, because it always happens.
Activating combat mode.
Hold it. Don't you critical thrust on me.
Conflict resolved.
How dare you? Alright, no treasure in there. No treasure in there. Okay. To the left? Nope, to the up.
Activating combat mode.
No!
Modulating phase.
Angel, get out of here. I don't need you. I think you've seen this one. Isn't this where he makes me fight my clone? Yeah, I've seen that one a million times.
Power surge.
Oh yeah!
Conflict resolved.
On that note, nobody at 100% yet. Couple of 80s, but not counting the ones that you only have to get one time in order to get to 100%. Those don't count. The Happy Turtle? What the fuck is that? Online shopping address for the Happy Turtles main store. Fuck yeah, dude. What do they sell? Oh, good materia. Wearing an Ichiraki ramen shirt. Your shirt has Chinese on it. It's wow. Ichiraki. Oh, Ichiraki. Naruto. Yeah. That's funny. I would have just kept correcting her. I would have just not stopped correcting her. Sorry, Odin. I'm just too strong.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, sure. That's fair.
Later.
Conflict resolved.
Dude, he's getting stuck in the walls sometimes. I promise I'm not intentionally pathing him into the wall for like 3 seconds straight.
Activating combat mode.
He just gets a little stuck every now and then.
Conflict resolved.
Why won't you finish me off? I don't feel like it, I guess. You're gonna let the cycle go on? We will always target Shinra as long as we live. My dream is to become a hero. What? I carry out my duties so that I can bring happiness to as many people as I can. What's your dream? To revive Wutai? And you're not going to be of any use if you die here. We are enemies. You may regret this later. I don't know about that, but if I were to finish you off, I wouldn't sleep too well tonight. If you want to try and defeat me, I'll take you on anytime. See you around. Oh, Zach. You silly lad. Alright. Did it. Show me my check mark. Yeah. I earned this check mark. It was a huge pain in the butt. I didn't level up a single time tonight. And all I did was grab some of the components I need to make a cart and do side quests and missions. So. Go team! Go team. Yeah, she stared you down. Yeah, it was just me walking around talking to people. Yeah, it sure was. Real bummer town. Not one of my finest. I will fully admit, not one of my finest. Oh man. I wonder if I should go talk to that guy if he's still out here, or where I found that kid. I like to think it was more like respectfully expressing my dissonant opinion. He's not still here. Potato, tomato. You got that right. Well, he's not there anymore, so I guess if there's something for me to follow up with him, I'll probably find it back in the main area. But for now, I think since we gotta... The next thing we should do is finish up the cart for Aerith. We just gotta get the instructions. I don't know why my lunch cart specs aren't good enough. But now I have old lumber and walnut wood. And I have used tools and mithril tools. I did check the new shop. and I have worn tires, and I have premium tires. So hopefully I won't make a piece of junk, and instead I'm going to make a baller-ass cart. Yeah, I did. The Happy Turtle. It's got the next level up of magic materia. It's all really expensive. I guess I have actually a fuckload of money, and I didn't realize I have a fuckload of money, but it's all really expensive. Yeah, I think that's good for tonight. I think we did stuff, technically. I have done I'm really happy with the mission rate so far. We're at 41%, which is, I mean, 9% off a half. It's not so bad. So, the Wutai Spies the story, kinda. Sure, we'll call it story, kinda. We'll call it story adjacent. Not quite a side quest, but not quite full story. Story adjacent. Well, I'm sure there are. This right here is making me hella nervous. I don't like this. This one weirds me out. Like, why have I not found anything in that folder yet? Not to mention this. This is also weird to me. I know I'm not even halfway through. I'm trying to keep the submission progress ahead of the story progress. Trying to keep the mission progress like as far ahead as possible at this point so that I don't miss anything. So okay. Well, until Monday we're done with this. We've got more Vesperia tomorrow, and hopefully I'll finally get my goddamn boat back. So that I can go try to clean up these side quests that I keep missing. Is the one I'm missing number 7? It's 9. 9 out of 10. I don't have anything in this one right now. So... yeah, I want that boat. You have 3? You have 3 coughing and wheezing emotes? Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Anyway, yeah. Vesperia tomorrow. The journey for the boat continues. And is hopefully successful. Have a good rest of your night, you guys. Thank you all for watching. Sorry that I basically just ran around and did fuck all. I will see you guys later.